Excuse me. Alrighty, what's up, everybody? I choked up Peter Joseph here for my third and final video on your Triple Threat Monday. This time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 6-6. Ooh, Cody got destroyed. 9. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there in the description box below, otherwise known as my pants, on this channel and all my other channels, which are, like I said, down there. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Treat it like it's your fucking bitch, or in this case, Cody Rhodes. Smack them around, smack the bell around, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, too bad for you. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Simple to the point. And this is your first time watching, welcome to the party, pal! I hope you enjoy the ride. And if not, you can hop off. And that's pretty much it for that. So like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a video. And if you do, like I said, too bad. That's pretty much it. Alright. It's late. I'm like half awake, half dead. But I'm going to do this video anyway. I'm going to try my best to stay awake for this video. But we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, check out my last two videos in the description box below. I did a video on my Peter Joseph channel about WWE being sold to the UFC. They kind of merged with UFC's parent company, Endeavor. So I gave my thoughts on that. So check it out. Also, I did a tribute video to the late great Bushwhacker Butch, who passed away today at the age of 78. So I did that video. So that's pretty much it. So check them out. Show me your love and support. And that's all that matters. And that's it. So, alright. On this pretty nice and chilly late Monday night. And you know what that means. It is time for your late night. Monday night. Oh, I'm sorry. Your Monday Night Raw review for April the 3rd, 2023 from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, the Raw after WrestleMania. And I gotta say, this was probably the worst Raw after Mania in a long time. Because every year after the Raw after Mania is always red hot, debuts, returns, lots of weird shit. And tonight, whoever booked this show, Vince McMahon, needs to be fucking shot. Because this show sucked so bad. It was like a repeat of friggin' night 2 of WrestleMania, because that wasn't so good, Al. They came out tonight, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna get some returns. We're gonna get a shocking debut, like a Jay White. Did that happen? No. Jay White's like, I ain't coming to WWE after this. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm gonna go to AEW on Wednesday. Maybe. But yeah, the only return was Riddle. Whoop-de-goddamn do. Matt Riddle comes back. Whoop-de-doo. But man, this Raw was garbage. Good opening, great ending with Cody getting destroyed, which made me so happy. Yeah, Cody getting beat down by Brock Lesnar. Cody, you stupid bitch. Fuck you, Cody. So in any case, yeah, this Raw sucked. But it is what it is. So anyway, we have Kevin Patrick Melove and Corey Slave, your commentators for this garbage-filled Raw. Your 3-hour cure for insomnia. Well, this Raw, I think most people went to sleep for. I'll tell you the truth, I was nodding off at times. I was like, oh, this is so boring. But, you know, I'm a trooper, so I had to stay up for a little bit. But in any case, we got that. All right, we got Will Rally Sport Rally, my good buddy from the UK. Yeah, goddamn, it's 6:14 in the morning. You're still up with me? Yeah, you're a trooper, man. You are a trooper, my friend. You are the one. You are the one, man. Not Prophecy members, not since day one, but a loyal Prophecy Armada member. So throw your ones in the chat, my friend. He says, "Hi Pete, roast Raw after Mania ever." I agree. I totally agree. This show was garbage. I don't know who wrote this, but it probably was Vince McMahon. Because God forbid Triple H wrote this. Somebody would fire his ass. But anyway, move on. Apparently it's trending worst Raw ever. I've not looked yet or been on Twitter. Well, yeah, they did say that on Twitter. It's trending worst Raw ever after WrestleMania. Not worst Raw ever, but, you know. Yeah, I can only imagine what this rating is. If it does a 1.7 or a 1.8, that's gonna shock the living crap out of me. This show deserves like a 1.3 because it sucks so bad. I think everybody turned to baseball or whatever they were watching. I mean, the NCAA tournament ended tonight. How about those UConn Huskies? Oh yeah! Damn it! If I would have done the office pool this year, I would have picked the Huskies. I mean, there was kind of a sleeper team this year. I forgot what seed they were, but man, they rolled through the freaking NCAA tournament. I mean, they beat the living shit out of Gonzaga, and they won the NCAA tournament tonight. I don't know how many times they won that damn thing, but you know, But, you know, congratulations to Danny Hurley, a great basketball player, consummate professional basketball player. I think he used to play for St. John's. So, now he's the coach of UConn. Now he won a title. Go him. They beat San Diego State. Who? Nobody. San Diego. If you had San Diego State in your office pool, you're a lucky person. But yeah, so the NCAA tournament is done, thank the Lord. We don't have to wait till November to see more basketball. Well, college basketball. Yeah, now we got the hockey playoffs starting the week after next. I think it starts on the 18th. So we're about, as of this video, 2 weeks away from the start of the hockey season. And then right around the corner with that is the NBA playoffs. So guess what that is on TNT? So, Rampage is going to be branded a lot. I mean, a lot. Especially April and May. We're going to see Rampage on like Sunday afternoon or something like that. Or Rampage at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, and nobody's going to watch. Should never win on TNT. Rampage should just be thrown in the garbage, or just be put on Saturday nights. But then again, you run the risk of, you know, basketball and hockey on like the weekend with the playoffs. Oh boy. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, thank you, Will Rally for the comments, and chat room's wide open like Rebby Sky's legs, 24/7 like a 7-Eleven. Damn you, man, Hardy. But I digress. Anyway, alright, so let's move on. Alright, so we start off Monday Night Snore, because that's what it was, a snore fest, with the game! Triple H with my big proboscis news! So he comes out for this big announcement that we all knew from this morning what it was, which was WWE being sold, merging with the UFC and their parent company Endeavor. And now Vince McMahon is kind of is on the was working with Hunter on the creative team. No wonder this Raw sucked. But yeah, I mean, there's gonna be like a new name and it's just some weird, crappy bullshit. But anyway, let's get to what Paul the Vet had to say. He talks about what a great weekend it was. Wants to thank everyone who came to the show and everyone who worked together to make it work. Hey, he even said, "Hey, thank you, Stu." Yeah, Stu the cameraman, Cena's favorite person in the whole wide world, gets a thank you from Mr. Paul Levesque. So this felt like a goodbye. Like, goodbye, Stu. Have fun in your future endeavors. Bye. You can go work for Tony. But or Scott D'Amore or Anthem Sports. Oh, you could even go down south to Atlanta, GA, Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Work for NWA with Billy Corgan and company. But I digress. But anyway, so he thanks everybody, the fans, the people in the back, the cameraman, the douchebag sitting in the front row. I don't know. But anyway, he finally thanks all the fans who make everything possible. And he says, it's the day after WrestleMania, and WWE is the water cooler talk. Because it's after Mania, we're going to talk about it. And besides, I was like, hey, did you see WrestleMania last night? And Roman kicking Cody's ass? Yeah, I saw that. So he talks about the huge announcement. He says, what you need to know is that the WWE is not going anywhere. It's the same old WWE. To put on a great WrestleMania this weekend. We will be here week in and week out, event after event, and sold out event after sold out event after sold out event. I'm like, okay, get to the point here. And he says, just like the signature says, then, now, forever, together. And then after that, he says, help me welcome the man who has held the Universal title for 946 days. Well, 947 now. 947. So by SmackDown, it'll be 950 days as Universal Heavyweight Champion. Well, undisputed champion. The man that'll never lose. That's Roman Reigns. So he brings out Roman. Roman comes out looking like $1,000,000 with the wise man. My name is Paul Heyman. And the enforcer, Solo Sikoa. And then they get on stage, and then Paul's going up the stage, and then he looks at Roman, shakes his hand. You better shake his hand, because he's your top draw. I mean, come on. He's the face of WWE. You don't shake his hand, you're going to get your ass kicked, Hunter. And then I think he said hello to Paul, and then he looked at Solo, and I think he whispered something in his ear. I don't know what he said, but he probably said, like, Solo, me bookie, or something like that. Maybe something like Calvin Hunt would say, Solo, me bookie. Anyway, so Roman comes out, and we had a flash flood warning in LA again because Issa was there again. I hope she feels better. She wasn't feeling well this weekend, so. Well, she felt good when Roman won. I told you. We told you that Roman would win, and everyone's like, nah, Cody's gonna win. Yeah, Roman's gonna end. Roman Reigns is gonna lose. Oh, who's laughing now? I told you in my video on my Peter Gilmore channel, which has getting close to 1,600 views right now, acknowledge us. And you will. And you will be doing it for a long time. No matter if he loses, you still will acknowledge us. But I digress. Anyway, so they come out, and after walking around a little bit, Roman says, Hollywood! Acknowledge me. So, as always, the marks in the crowd acknowledge him. There was a lot of boos tonight. You can't boo him. I don't care if he holds the belt for 5 years straight. You gonna boo him? Come on now. Marks. But anyway, he says that, and then Cody Rhodes comes out. Adrenaline in my soul, Cody Rhodes is a fucking bitch. Pretty much. So Cody gets in the ring and says, well, I know what I want to talk about. Yeah, you bitching and complaining and wanting a rematch. Bitch. So he says, I'll acknowledge your win last night. Yeah, you better acknowledge the best wrestler in the world. So he wishes these other guys were a factor. I don't know what he's talking about there. But he knows that Roman knows there have been matches where he just barely got by. But still the champ. Doesn't matter what happens. He's still the champ. So he's like, I had you last night, and it's only one word I gotta say to you, and that's rematch. So Heyman starts laughing. Roman's like, yeah, you want a rematch. Get the fuck out of here. So the wise man asks Cody if Cody would like this hypothetical rematch, or when he would like it, and Cody, as always, you know what's gonna happen, says, tonight! So Roman's like, nope, not happening. So Paul says no to a rematch at Backlash in Puerto Rico, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, Madison Square Garden, San Francisco, California, or anywhere on planet Earth. Damn. And he says, so Cody's like, well, I guess I can't have that. How about we do a tag team match? Because I fought both you off last night. So Heyman and Roman. So Heyman and Roman kind of get together, and Solo's just like listening on. So Roman's like, yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So Paul turns to Cody and says, you want your tag match? Okay, we'll do it tonight. But your partner has to be someone that who would never get another title shot. I think he said that against Roman as long as he's the champ. So we're all thinking, yeah, Randy Orton. No. And in addition, they had to wrestle at WrestleMania, so that kind of limited Cody to a lot of people. So who should come out? Brock Lesnar. I'm like, oh shit. And Roman's like, oh fuck. They know they're in trouble, but commentary being smart, it's like, well, Brock lost at SummerSlam, and he can't face Roman for the title as long as he's the champion. Yeah, but he can still fight him in a tag match, and it doesn't really count, So that's your main event. So so Brock gets in the ring, stands next to Cody, kind of hugs him like, hey, Cody! Yeah, Cody, I'm your friend now, Cody! And pretty much it as Roman and company leave. So that's your main event. So it was a good start. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, the first hour was commercial free. So we didn't go to commercial at all. We did go to picture a couple of times. But anyway. Alright, then we go to your, well, if you wanted to go to the bathroom, you probably could do it and then come back in time. The match would be over. So we had the Big Black Diesel, the man who lost to Brock last night at WrestleMania. That's the Big Black Diesel Omos as he takes on Elias. 96 seconds, Omos beat the fuck out of him. Omos is boring. He is boring. Don't even dare put him back with AJ Styles. Please don't. Just release this guy. I don't care where he goes. Just not AEW. Just go back to where you came from. Go back in your hole, or just go in the hole. Guy sucks. He's boring. You think anybody really cared for that match at WrestleMania? The only thing they cared about was almost getting F5. That's the only thing. He gets no reaction at all. His promos are garbage. And MVP's praising this guy as the next giant. Yeah, right. He's not better than fucking El Gigante or even the Great Khali. That's why I call him the Great Khali 3.0. You know, because you got Great Khali, you got El Gigante, and you got him. 3 so-called big monsters that barely did anything. You know, Great Khali won the world title twice. What did El Gigante do? Not much. Except, you know, Ether the Undertaker at WrestleMania 9 and, you know, would have won, but, you know, it's the Undertaker, so. And then he went to WCW, and the only thing he didn't really do much there, so get out of here. And as far as Omos goes, the only thing good about that he did was win the tag team belts with AJ, and that's the only thing he actually did good. So, but after that, not much. Even getting with the Hurt Business, sort of with the Hurt Business, because I thought they were going to come back with Omos, but no. Just release him, please, for the love of God. That's it. All right, Little Fettuccine, 68. Didn't you used to be 69? What happened there? Did you lose a point or something? I don't know. But anyway, so he says, what a terrible show tonight. Yeah, pretty much. I gotta agree. Maybe move on. All right, so Omos beats Elias in 96 seconds. Match gave a dud. Didn't care. Did not care. But what I do care about is our next segment. So we see the former undisputed tag team champions, the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. They're going into Roman Reigns' locker room. They knock on the door. And then the wise man comes out, Paul Heyman. We hear Roman talking to Solo about the tag match between him. Tag match later on in the main event. So Roman wants Heyman to congratulate them on WrestleMania. So Paul's like, the jet's all loaded up with the seafood and, you know, the shrimp cocktails. Damn, I gotta go on that plane. And basically, he says, well, you're good. We'll talk after the show. And then you could tell Jimmy was pissed. He's like, oh, that's how it's gonna be? Okay, we're gonna get out of here. So I'm like, uh-oh, the Usos gonna do something at the end of the show. Did they? No. Maybe on SmackDown this week, but we'll see. So anyway, Roman goes into the locker room and says, my trouble, Chief, I took care of it. Okay. So we got that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on with that. Alright, after that, we get a video on the Hall of Fame. Okay, the ceremony, and then I think we got something from the... Well, basically it was the Hall of Fame. That was it. Big whoop. Alright, after that, we see Bad Bunny, you know, one of Isa's favorite people, in the crowd in the front row. He's very happy to be hosting Backlash in Puerto Rico. Oh! Coming up in about a month from now. So that's pretty damn nice. And then we hear the music of Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. Booyaka, booyaka, Rey Mysterio. Lucha libre to the mundo gay. Televisión excelente, Rey Mysterio. So, Rey, coming off his win against Dom, gets to the ring, thanks to fans for the 619 chants. 619 is a 718 area code. But I digress. Because he wouldn't be here without the fans. He thanks Bad Bunny for everything he does. You know, he's talking Spanish. I'm like, oh, we need some subtitles here. All I know is like, pero, hermano, mi amigo. What? Anyway, so thanks him for that. And then Austin Theory comes out after his sort of big win against John Cena. And he talks about how only he and Ray did what they promised at Mania, but I don't want to hear the "you tapped out" chants from the crowd. And he's like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna boo me out of the building, and you know, you were gonna eat me alive because that's what Cena said after I was gonna lose at WrestleMania." Blah blah blah. So fans booing the living crap out of him. Not very much, but you know they chanted for Cena. Theory says, "Oh, he's a part-timer." Duh. So Theory offers to add Ray to his list. So, is he gonna become like a legend killer? Don't let Randy hear about that, because Randy will come back like, oh, you want to be the legend killer? Well, I'm gonna kill the legend of you. Okay, or Gilmore cut off his ass. But yeah, I mean, I'm all for, Theory, like, killing all these legends and everything. Like, Cena. He'll probably he beat Ray this match. I'll get to that in a minute. I mean, he can go through the entire Hall of Fame roster with most of them that can still wrestle. But in any case, we get to this match, 9.5 minute match, kind of back and forth match. Starts out with Theory shouldering Ray down as we go to an early break. This is around like the 9 o'clock hour. We come back. Theory holds a 1905 chin lock before putting Ray on the top rope. Ray fights out of trouble and hits a tornado DDT. Then hits some right hands in the corner. Theory goes right back with a torture rack bomb for a near fall. But Ray goes right back, goes for a 619, but Theory blasts him with a clothesline. And then we see Dom and Priest at ringside, which they didn't really do anything until after. And then Theory hits A-Town down. 1, 2, 3. Austin Theory beats Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio in just under 9.5 minutes. That's pretty much it. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Dom and Damien come out. Well, they were already out there. They go after. Well, Dom goes after Ray, beats him up for a little bit, and then Dom goes outside, goes right up to Bad Bunny. Talks some Spanish to him, and Bad Bunny's like, blah, 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 mano, pero, pendejo, stuff like that. Then Dom turns his back, and then Bad Bunny says something to him, and Dom turns around and tries to swing it at Bad Bunny, and Bad Bunny blocked it and punched Dom right in the face. And then Damian Priest like, dude, what are you doing? And then he kind of left. Dom comes right back. And then Bad Bunny jumped the barricade, decks Dom again. And then Priest like, all right, I told you to stop. And just started beating the fuck out of him. And then picked him up, hit a really wicked choke slam through the table. And then later on, we found out that Bad Bunny got taken to the hospital. And with a possible separated shoulder. Ugh. That's gonna take time to heal, at least a month. Yeah, Bad Bunny's gonna come out with his arm in a sling, hosting WrestleMania. But they're saying that Bad Bunny's gonna take on Dom, or Dominic and Damian Priest are gonna team up against Ray and Bad Bunny. If Bad Bunny's shoulder is better by then, I doubt it, but we'll see. So we get that, and then after we go to break, so I get the first part, I get the whole thing, the aftermath, 3 out of 5 stars. So we go to break, and Adam Pearce is screaming at Damien, and he's like, I don't give a shit. So I may be his friend, but if I wasn't, you would be screaming at me. So I'm like, oh, god damn, well, okay. So we get that. And we will move on with that. Alright, then we go to our next segment. We have the new Undisputed Tag Team Champions, Dean Jericho, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. They come out. Fans love it. They're like, you deserve it. So Owens like, yeah, we do. But you guys do too, because, you were there for us, for the entire thing, blah, blah, blah. So Sami says we couldn't be here without the fans as well. And yes, I know how cliche that is. So Sami thinks they should celebrate. Kevin thinks the best way is with a good old-fashioned fight. So he's like, any team in the back who wants a chance at our belts, get on out here right now. So who should come out? Well, the team that won the men's showcase match, a pretty damn decent match that was. And that was the Street Profits Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. So they come out, a little bit of an exchange, and then we get this match for the tag team belts. Oh, actually, it was non-title. I thought it was for the title. Okay. But in any case, we get a match. So I gave this segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. So we get to the match, and the match was meh. It was alright. So with Sammy hitting an arm drag on Dawkins to start. Works on an armbar, but Dawkins is right back up with a jumping elbow to face. Tags in Montez Ford, who slingshots in with a top back on Hilo. Sammy's in a little bit of trouble to get back up. Kevin Owens comes in on a tag, only to be armbarred as well by Montez Ford. As we go to break, we come back. Sammy gets the tag, hits a tornado DDT, then a running flippy dibbity-doo on the outside, hits both of the Profits, and then Sammy sunset flip bombs Montez Ford as we get back in. Dawkins comes back in to pick Sammy up for the Doomsday Blockbuster. That was pretty damn sick. Go for the cover. Owens has to break the cover up at 2.95. Montez Ford gets up. He's all fired up. Hits the big no hands flippy dibbity-doo on the outside to knock the champs down. And then they go back in. Owens is well enough to snap off a stunner on Montez Ford. And then Montez is like, he's stunned. No pun intended. And then Sammy comes in and he shoves Montez in the corner. Then he quickly backs up and runs full speed ahead. Hits the hell of a kick. 1, 2, 3. The champs get the win in just under 13 minutes. And the match was alright. Gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's pretty much it for that. So let's see what happens with Steen Erico, who their next opponent, actual first defense is going to be against. Probably, I think it's going to be against the Usos at Backlash. And they'll probably win again. But we'll see. Alright, then we go to Kathy Kelly, who's in the back, and her guest is Seth freaking Rollins. Oh! So he's all happy with his victory against Logan Paul, and it's time to celebrate. But the party is not in the back, it's in the ring. So I'm going to go up to the ring and celebrate with my peeps, who's going to sing my song. So the fans sing the song as we see Rollins going through the gorilla position, and then we go to break. We come back. Rollins is out in the ring, and he gets in the ring and says nothing as the fans continue to sing his song. You could just left it in the back. You didn't really need to just come out, get in the ring. The fans like oh for like 5 minutes. Even though it was epic at WrestleMania. This segment wasn't really needed. Just like, hi, I'm Seth Rollins. And, yeah, his fit was okay. It wasn't great, but, you know where he shops, though. The Men's Warehouse. And when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. As always, that's our sponsor. And that's pretty much it. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave the Seth Rollins segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back. Once again, Kathy Kelly. This time she interviews Bobby Lashley, the Andre the Giant the Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner. And he's pissed with not being on WrestleMania, or having a match at WrestleMania, which he should have, instead of just coming out, holding up the trophy twice, and then leaving. That was a waste. So then Bronson Reed comes up to him, and he requests to be Lashley's student, so that one day the student can beat the teacher. So Lashley's like, oh, you want to go right now? You want to go right now? And Bronson's like, no, I can't do it tonight. I'll do it another time, but not tonight. So he leaves, and then this idiot comes out, Mustafa Ali. He's like, my. Talks about how Lashley has had a bunch of losses lately. So Lashley's like, yeah, I agree, and I'm going to take out my frustration on you. So get out to that ring so I can kick your ass. So we get that match. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. So then we go to break. We come back. Bobby Lashley beats Mustafa Ali in 31 seconds. With the Hurt Lock. Bing, bang, boom. Good night. Mustafa Ali, go have a squishy in the back. Get out of here. Another meaningless, boring filler, not even a filler match, but it was just like, okay, we're just going to showcase these two guys and then we're going to get them out of here. Waste of time. Waste. And we move on. Alright, there we go to something actually better. That's the Bloodline, Solo, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, and Roman Reigns. They're in the locker room. They're all ready for Brock Lesnar and Cody. Basically, Roman's like, well, I can't get another title shot anyway, so it's a one-night thing. So basically, that's that. Let me move on with that. Is that the segment before Paul? Let me just check something. No, I didn't. I thought I had it in my notes. So they go in the back. They talk about the match, and then Roman says, "Wise man, just my tribal chief. Did you know that Brock was gonna be here tonight?" So Paul's like, kind of like, well, after WrestleMania, Brock takes like 6 to 9 months off, and then he doesn't come back. We don't have to worry about it, blah blah. So Paul never really said yes or no. So anyway. So he doesn't know. So maybe we're thinking like, oh, he's gonna do what he did a year or so ago. He's like, oh, I protected you from Brock. So like we're thinking of, oh, he's gonna turn on Roman again and Brock's gonna beat him. No, not happening. Probably not gonna happen. No one wants to see that again. But we move on with that, and that's pretty much it. So I get the Bloodline segment 3 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the ring. We have the, well, sad to say, still your Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays with her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair, who should have fucking lost at Mania last night to Asuka. And man, Asuka went off on Twitter. Oh, I don't blame her for going off. Teasing like she's going to go back to Japan again. Is she going to find herself again? She's going to come back with another gimmick? I mean, what gimmick she has? She only had one gimmick in Japan. That was Dark Asuka. Man, Hunter, you done fucked up, dude. You done fucked up. Asuka should have won that match. But, as always, Asuka loses at WrestleMania. I think she's 0-8 now. So, when she does win the belt, it's going to be on like a mediocre B-level pay-per-view like Money in the Bank. Or at Backlash, or she should win Queen in the Ring. I'm thinking Io, but I think Io might win Money in the Bank. It's only one Queen of the Ring. It's either going to be Charlotte, but I would throw Asuka's name in the hat. But is she going to win? Probably not. If she's even still with the company. She kind of teased that she was leaving the company and going back to Japan on Twitter. If she does, well, that's WWE's loss. That is WWE's fault. Not hers. It's Hunter and whoever produced that garbage match. It wasn't garbage per se. It was, it was good, but freaking Asuka should have won the match. So, you know how pissed off I am. So, if Asuka's pissed, I'm pissed. People are pissed, and I'm people. But I digress on that. Anyway, so Bianca comes out to celebrate her 1 year plus reign as champ. Now she's, as of this video, 367 days as champ. Oh god, she's gonna have another. They're trying to really make her look like Cena and Roman with his long title reign. She will lose. I'll tell you the who in a minute. Freaking itch. But anyway, we move on with that. Where was I? So she comes out to celebrate her WrestleMania win because we did it, y'all. We did it. I told you we did it. So, and then we hear the music of Rhea Ripley, My Brutality. So she comes out the SmackDown Women's Champion after she beat Horseface Charlotte Flair. Told you she'd do that. She comes out to interrupt and says that I won at WrestleMania 2, but I'll be back for you. It's like, oh, I could have went to WrestleMania and fought you, but I decided to face Charlotte. So we could run this back again, and this time I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna win the World Women's Championship. So they kind of tease that they're gonna unify the women's title. Yeah, please do. Please do that. So Bianca's like, okay, I'll be waiting for you. So when you're ready to do it, let's do it, like Paul Stanley would say. And then they just stare at each other. That's WrestleMania 40 main event right there. 1 year build. Do it. Do it. Let Bianca hold it another goddamn fucking year. So she'll be a 2-year champ. And then at WrestleMania 40, Rhea, who will be a 1 year, will be close to a 1 year champ, or just about to be 1 year champ. She beats the fuck out of Bianca and wins the Raw Women's Championship. And then the Raw after Mania, they merge the title into one goddamn belt. Bring back the old school women's title. But they're gonna do that? Probably not. They should just merge all the titles into one goddamn belt. Not this, I have to hold 2 belts up because I'm great. Except for Roman, of course, because you can do that. When Roman really should just have 1 belt. I thought that Hunter was gonna announce a new world title, which would have been the black and blue belt that they kind of leaked. But I guess not, unless they're doing it on SmackDown. Or maybe when Roman gets to 1,000 days, that's when you should get that belt. I don't know. But we move on with that. So anyway, I gave the Bianca Rhea Ripley segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. I mean, move on with that. Anything else? No, that's fine. Alright, after that, let me just check something. Move on. Alright, after that, we go to women's tag team action as we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez taking on Io Sky, my third wife Io, and the lovely Dakota Kai. No Bailey at ringside. I was like, where's Bailey? It's like, oh, right, she probably with George Kittle. Because, he was there carrying Bailey on, even though Bailey really didn't do anything. She did, in that 6-woman tag team match that Trish, Lita, and Becky won. So another horrible loss for Damage Control. They should just break up. Because, they had their run, and now down the toilet. It makes me really mad because they're making Io look like a jobber now. Come on. Another Japanese wrestler getting put through the ringer. Pretty soon she'll be in catering, which is fucking sad. But anyway, the winner gets a gets a tag team title shot next week on the program against Becky and Lita. So, match was meh. And I was like, oh, please make Damage Control win. I don't care if they lose next week. Just make them win. Did that happen? No. So, it's also with Raquel Rodriguez getting knocked into the ropes. So, Liv Morgan then tags herself in. She hits Dakota Kai with a backstabber. And then Io gets dropkick into the corner. But Dakota Kai gives her a better looking version of a dropkick. But then Damage Control gets sent to the outside, which lets Raquel Rodriguez to powerbomb Liv over the top rope onto both of them. Yikes. As we go to break, we come back. Liv fights out of the corner, so she gets the hot tag to Raquel Rodriguez, who comes in and cleans house. She hits the Chicana bomb. She goes for it, I should say. It gets broken up. I don't know how it got broken up. But she got it the second time on Dakota Kai. And then Liv comes in, hits Oblivion, 1, 2, 3, in 7 minutes. Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan are your winners. They get a title shot next week on the program against Team Bextreme, Lita and the man, Becky Lynch, with the lovely Trish Stratus at ringside. So it's going to be a title change next week? I doubt it, but never know. We'll see what happens with that. So I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And like I said before, please, for the love of all that is holy, break up Damage Control. Let them go their separate ways. Because right now, they are a jobber trio right now. They're jobbers. Bayley's losing to people she should already beat, like Becky. Io can beat anybody on the roster in her sleep. And she's losing here and there. She's losing to Bianca. That's sad. How do you lose to Bianca? I know they're making Bianca look like Cena, but really, Io should have beat the fuck out of Bianca. Even though it was non-title. I would have been happy with that. But in any case, in Dakota Kai, same fucking thing. Just break them up, let them go their separate ways. Just let them go, let them be still be in the Raw Women's Division, but have each one individually, get some good wins under their belt, and then maybe have Bayley versus Bianca run that back one more time, because really that feud didn't really end properly because Bayley's leg injury about 2 years ago, so they kind of didn't finish it. So maybe they should run that back and at least finish the story per se. Cody's finish the storyline there. And then you can do a storyline with Io. Just have Io just beat everybody, and then Bianca's standing in her way, and then we all know Bianca will beat Io, which will piss me off even more. And with Dakota Kai, you just have her just there and just get some wins under her belt. Maybe give her a title shot that she won't win. At least let them do something instead of jobbing every freaking week. Ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. That's it. And we move on. So, like I said, next week, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez against Becky Lynch and Lita for the women's tag team belts. And that's it. So, like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on with that. Alright, after that, we go to Miz TV with The Miz. Talks about how he had to deal with surprises for the last 2 days. And then we hear it's like, oh, I've been in more matches than the people in the matches, or some shit like that. We hear about Pat McAfee, Shane McMahon. He says George Kittle was like a 2-on-1 handicap match. Snoop Dogg. And then Shane says, I beat him so badly he couldn't even finish the match. Ah, damn. Well, yeah, we're going to get that. So he's like, I'm done with surprises. And then we hear the music of Matt freaking Riddle, who comes out on his scooter, bro. So he's back. The fans went nuts. I'm like, wow. He's only been gone since what? When was the last time we saw him? Like November, December? I think it was around November to December. Because he's been out 3-4 months, and the fans gave him that type of reaction. They're like, yeah, Matt Riddle's back. I'm like, yeah, Matt Riddle. That's the surprise return? Matt freaking Riddle? Really? Could have put somebody up from NXT like Braun Breaker, or maybe Grayson Waller could have came out. Or Indy Hartwell. But they do that? No. They get Matt freaking Riddle out of rehab. He just comes out on his goddamn scooter. He gets in the ring, flips off his freaking shoes, and giraffes come out. And then Corey's like, it's been nearly a year. What, Corey? What? Who told you it was a year? It's 3 months ago. A year. Oh, man, if I was in the crowd, I heard that in the front row. I'm like, Corey, it's been 3 months, you idiot. Don't tell me how to do my job. It's like, read the script a little bit further and remember. Like, dude, he went to rehab in December. Oh, we forgot, right? Who wrote that down for you? What idiot wrote that line for you? Or did you just come up with that off the top of your head? It's been nearly a year. 3 months is a year, right? Fucking Mark. I'm getting sick of fucking Corey Graves and Kevin Patrick on commentary. Can we please get him out of there? Can you bring up Vic Joseph? I mean, seriously. I would, well, yeah, bring Vic Joseph up, but then again, who are you going to have on NXT? That's the problem. Or do you put, well, I would say, well, I can't put Byron, because I don't want to hear Byron on play-by-play. Ugh. So, here's what you do. Hunter, Sean, call me. Or Joe Cronin, you know, me, Joe Cronin, can go down to Florida in a heartbeat. Unless you, well, we could pay for the trip and everything, but, you know, pay for our hotels and everything, because I'm not going to stay there. Where am I going to stay? You know? I mean, I have places to stay, but, you know, if Sean and Hunter and WWE, you know, pay for an apartment, I stay in an apartment, I wouldn't have to pay anything. Until I get, you know, I start making the money to, you know, start getting my contract, get paid every week. Then I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take all my shit, go down to Orlando, be at the Performance Center, get a nice looking apartment right near the Performance Center. And just stay there until I get fired. Or released. And I'm like, oh, I'll just go to Tony Khan. I mean, I could be on Dark, and all I have to do is I don't have to move. All I have to go is go to Universal Studios, which is like right around there. And I'm like, don't have to move. I don't have to go that far. I work for Tony Khan. And do a good job on Dark or Elevation. And maybe, you know, if they need an extra guy, you know, it's like, want me to do Ring of Honor with Ian Rick of Boring and the Pesta, Caprice Coleman? I'll do it. I'll do ring announcing for you. You don't need Dasha or you need Justin. You don't need Justin Roberts or even Bobby Cruz. They're all farts. Well, Bobby Cruz is an old fart. I told Bobby Cruz way back when, at 2009. I think it was 2009. 2009 when Generico fought Steen in that fight without honor match. It was right before that match, and he was getting in the ring, and I go, Bobby Cruz, I want your job! And he looked at me, and he knew it was me, and he goes, you want to come in and do it? I was like, yeah, let me do it. I'll do it. Kerry Silken better pay me, though. I'm not doing it for free. I don't work for free. You want me at your show? You better pay me a lot of money. I ain't working for $20. So you gotta pay me at least $100 a show. Oh, an indie show, you know, I'll probably get like $50, but, you know, come on. But like, if I was working for Tony Khan or Hunter or Scott D'Amore, you gotta pay me a few $1,000 there, dude. Give me a nice good contract. And pay me handsomely every week. I don't get bi-weekly shit. Every show I gotta work. I don't care if I have to clean the ring. It's money. Ring announcing, money. And I'm pretty damn good at ring announcing. Not that I've done it, but I can do it. It doesn't take a scientist to do that. I mean, if Issa can do it, I can do it. Even you schmucks out there could probably do it, but not as great as me and Issa, but... or Joe Cronin. Or even on commentary. Nobody could beat me and Joe on commentary. Oh, you said JD! Like, fuck JD on commentary. He bores the fuck out of me when I watch House of Boring, not House of Glory, House of Boring. Of course, that promotion is kind of boring. You know, they've had great wrestlers. They still do have great wrestlers in that promotion. But just JD on commentary bores the fuck out of me. Glad I don't go to that promotion. I'm glad I don't go to that. I go to 2 promotions. That's in New York, and that's it. And I have no problem with both of the owners. They love me. And some of the I know a lot of the wrestlers too. So, yo, PD, what's up, man? Even though Cito knows who I am. That man, that's a great man. That's a guy that you need to look out for. And that guy is named Osito. That guy is a future freaking luchador in any promotion. He's gonna be a big star. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, look out for people like Darius Carter or Joey Ace has been on Raw. We're not fighting, of course, but Joey Ace has been on Raw. Joe Ocasio has been featured on Dark and Elevation. The former world champ. Jade, former women's champion, she appeared on a couple of segments on Raw, and appeared on AEW. So people in the New York indie scene have been on Dark and Elevation fighting. Mike Verner, we all remember Mike Verner or Mike Taverna. He was on NXT for a couple of weeks and then gone. I don't know why. He also appeared on AEW television. Appeared in a couple segments here and there on WWE television. So when you go to an indie show, just maybe you could probably see them on AEW or NWA, like Joe Ocasio was on NWA television. So the New York wrestling indie scene has showcased a lot of good people that could be future WWE or AEW superstars or even Impact superstars or NWA superstars. So don't say New York doesn't have good wrestlers. Damian Priest, anyone? Because he lives in New York. Well, he comes from Hell's Kitchen because that's where he lived. He lives. Well, now I don't know. I think he made a move, but he's a New Yorker at heart. Punishment Martinez. But it is what it is. That's that. Alright, move on. Blah, blah, blah. Where was I? Alright, so Matt Riddle comes out. And Corey Graves flubbed his line. And then Riddle beats up Miz. Knocks him out with a kick. And then a ripcord V-trigger. And then he goes to pick him up like a side suplex and almost dropped him. I'm like, oh god, 3 months. You know, he's out for 3 months. He comes back and almost dropped the Miz on his freaking ass or his head. Then he finally picked him up, hits Bro Jarrett to leave him laying. So next week on the program, we got Miz and Matt Riddle. Guess who wins that? Horrible. That's that. Yeah, Matt Riddle, everybody. Who cares? Who fucking cares? That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so I gave that segment 3 out of 5. No, not even 3. 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, we go to the back where we see Trish, Lita, and Becky with Byron Saxton. They're all happy with their win at WrestleMania, and they're ready to keep the momentum going into their tag team title defense next week against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. And that's pretty much it. And we move on with that. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa teaming up against the unlikely team of Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. So, Roman and Solo come out first, and then Brock comes out, and then Cody comes out, and we get the big match intros. So after Cody gets introduced, Brock Lesnar jumps Cody from behind, hits him with not one, but 2 F5s, and then Roman's like, well, we're out of here. We're done. We're going to collect my good paycheck. We're going to go on that jet and have some shrimp cocktail. Go wherever SmackDown is going to be this week. So, as they leave, Brock beats the living fuck out of Cody on the floor. Cody's crying like a bitch. Hey, Cody, how about changing your theme from Kingdom to crying like a bitch by Godsmack? Because that's what you do, is cry like a little bitch. Because you are a bitch. Then again, maybe you should change your theme song from "Crying Like a Bitch" to "Bitch" by Marilyn Brooks. I'm a bitch, I'm a loser, I'm a rat, I'm a mother. You know. But then again, you could probably put that theme song to Brandy. Because that's what Brandy is. So, you think you a black belt? Well, I'm a black bitch. Let's go. Who told you it was open fight night, bitch? Calm down. Calm down, bitch. Calm down. Shut up. Take care of your kid. Shut up. But I digress. Anyway, so the beating continues on the floor, and then we get another F5, drops Cody on the steps. And Cody's ribs are all fucked up as it is from the beatdown he got on Sunday night. So then Lesnar chokes Cody in the ring with a chair, and then finally ends the beating for the better part of 10 goddamn minutes. And then, Adam Pearce and company come out with some refs. You think they're gonna stop Brock? And then the medics come out. They're about to put Cody on the stretcher, and then you see Adam Pearce like he looks this way towards the Titantron. He's like, oh, no, he's yelling. I'm like, what are you yelling at? Like, for your Brock went to the back. What are you yelling at? Yelling at Hunter's like, get somebody out here! And then he goes to this side by where the timekeeper's area is. He's like, get him over here! What are you doing? So like, that's like so much confusion near it at the end. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So then we see the stretcher, and then Adam Pearce like waiting for the stretcher to go in so they can get Cody, to the back or to a medical facility. And then the fans go nuts because the Brock comes back out, and I was like, oh, he gonna do more damage? And he's got a minute left of the show. We're just it just hit 11. So if either we're gonna go to overrun, or they're gonna like fade to black real quick with Brock going to the ring and maybe beating up Cody. We see that footage on SmackDown. But really, Brock just came back out and just went, fuck you, man. That's not PG. So that's it. That ends the show. So looks like we're going to get Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar at Backlash. So I guess, the only way to get back to a title shot with Roman is to go through people like Brock. Like he has to go up that ladder again and the struggle to get back to the world title. So we got all that. So that's what probably Cody's gonna do. He's gonna most likely beat Brock, which is ridiculously dumb. He has to beat Brock. He has to beat BC. Come on, let him lose and like go on a major losing streak. But yeah, he's gonna beat Brock, and then he's gonna qualify for Money in the Bank. Probably win Money in the Bank like he was supposed to win it last year, but he got hurt. Or at least be in the match, but then he got hurt. So I'm thinking he's going to qualify this year, win Money in the Bank, and then cash in at SummerSlam, beat Roman when Roman gets beat up by somebody, by maybe the Usos or Solo. They turn on him, and finally end the Bloodline storyline, and then Roman goes bye-bye for a little bit. Takes his long-awaited vacation. I hope not. But, I mean, if they want Cody to be the champ, I already said that it should be at SummerSlam, so Roman doesn't go 3 years as champ. I mean, he gets close to 3 years as champ. I said 1,059 days. That'll be the actual number. But then again, who knows? He could lose it at WrestleMania 40. To who? Hopefully not The Rock. And yeah, fuck The Rock, by the way. Dwayne Johnson, you fucking teasing prick, goes on Twitter and says, oh, I'm so happy for my cousins Roman and Solo and Jimmy and Jay, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I wish you continued success, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you soon. Tease. Is that supposed to be a tease? And we're gonna maybe The Rock comes back at SummerSlam? Yeah, Rock versus Roman at SummerSlam. That'll be a boy fest. But you know Rock will get smashed, stacked, pinned, sent back to fucking Hollywood in a body bag. Fuck The Rock. Dwayne. Go worry about your garbage XFL that has no ratings. Nobody's watching that. I'd rather watch the USFL than the fucking XFL. Is this still going on? I don't even know because I don't watch it. If it's still going on, please, for the love of God, be in the playoffs or at least the final game so we can get this garbage fest off so I can watch the USFL, which begins, I think, next week. I don't even think there's a San Francisco team, but I'd rather just watch, football's back. I'm like, oh, let's watch the USFL. It's on Saturday, so I got nothing to watch on Saturdays unless there's a pay-per-view on. Or baseball game like the Mets. I mean, the Mets got fucking shellacked today. Oh. Fucking Cookie Carrasco, you fucking suck. And can you please freaking figure out the pitch count? I mean, how many violations would have a game? I mean, you had so much during the freaking preseason, and then I think today you had like 2 or 3. I mean, really, dude? I know pitchers are gonna get used to it eventually, but 2 to 3 violations a game? For you? Come on. And it got so bad they had to bring in Luis Guillaume, who came in and looked like the second version of Cy Young. 2 scoreless innings, and he had 2 hits. That was it. Mets had 3 hits in the game. 2 of them from the pitcher. Luis Guillaume, that's it. I'm like, come on. Horrible game. Horrible game. So they lose 10-0. And Mad Max Scherzer pitches tomorrow night. Hopefully he can right the ship. Atlanta won today. JD's all happy, jerking off to his Braves who won tonight. They beat St. Louis 8-1. So the Braves jumped back into first place by a half game, but I know it's only game number 5. So, I mean, we got 157 games to go, dude. But, I just don't want the Mets to get far behind in April. I'm like, oh, see what happens? That 10-0 game fucked them up. Stupidity. Horrible. Carrasco, you better pitch, your next game, which I think is this coming weekend or early next week. You better have a better performance than what you did today. I mean, the first couple of innings he was good, and then shit the bed. Then the bullpen comes in, shits the bed. Well, I mean, what else is new? No fucking hitting. I mean, Lindor is like sticking up the joint. It's like one game they get like 8. They get 8 runs. Next game they're giving up 8 runs. It feels like Jekyll and Hyde every game. I mean, they're epic on opening day, and then Friday Peterson shits the bed, even though they should have won that game. And then Saturday McGill had a game, and they still won that game. And then Sunday, the ghost of Cody Senga comes in, pitches a gem. He had a shaky first inning, but then he just was like lights out. And that's it. They won 3 or 4 from the Marlins, and then today they just stunk the bed because they had a fly from Florida all the way to Minnesota, to Milwaukee. Basically, it felt like they had no rest after that game. They just went and had no sleep, and then got up and like, I'm not playing today. I mean, what the fuck, man? Better come out tomorrow and kick some ass. I want to win this series. I'll take 2 or 3. I'd love to go 5-2 as the Mets go to come home for the home opener on Thursday against Miami. And then on Friday, the Brooklyn Cyclones start. I would love to go to that game, but got bills to pay this week. Ugh, not so good, Al. My funds are kind of going down. It's not a good time right now, but I'm getting my tax return pretty soon, so I'm happy with that. But I'm not getting much, which sucks. So I make so much money, they cut all my taxes. Ugh! Damn IRS. So, it is what it is, but, still making good money so I can pay bills. That's all that matters. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I'm going to end off with that. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Final rating for Raw. I'm going to give it an abysmal. I will only give it a Bret Hart 4 out of 10. But I'm going to scale it down to 3 out of 10. This was horrible. Garbage. Felt like the Met game today. Garbage. I know, oh yeah, Yankee fans, you won today. Big fucking deal. But look who you played, the hapless Phillies. Damn, what happened to Phillies? They went to the World Series last year, and now this season they're 0-4. That's sad. And they're getting outscored by a lot. I mean, Yankees whipped their ass today, 8-1. I think it was 8-1, something like that. But yeah, Yankees whipped that candy ass today on the Phillies. And man, the Phillies look like shit. Sucks to be you, eh, Philly? The shithole city that it is. With garbage fans. And a pedophile named EDP. It is what it is. And that's pretty much it for that. So, final rating for Raw, 3 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. And don't forget to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button to death on this channel, my other channels as well. Check out my last 2 videos that I did in the description box below about the WWE merger with the UFC and Endeavor. My tribute to Bushwhacker Butch on my Metal Guy channel. And all my other videos that I've done in the past week or so on my respective channels. So show me your love and support and all that good shit. Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to bed because I got stuff to do tomorrow. And most of you probably do too. So go to bed, you motherfuckers. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. See you guys tomorrow for NXT, or if anything comes up in the world of wrestling or sports tomorrow. I'll be right here to do that, probably in the afternoon, because I got things I got to do in the afternoon. So probably late afternoon, early evening, right before NXT. And then tomorrow night, right on the Peter Joseph channel, your NXT review, the aftermath of Stand and Deliver. And it is what it is. Oh, speaking of Stand and Deliver, with NXT, well, I gotta say one thing. The grizzled young veterans, bye-bye, so long, farewell. They have asked for the release, and WWE granted their release, so they are gone from the WWE. Man, what a waste of a tag team they were. I mean, they were a good tag team, but, the Dusty Rhodes Classic came, and every year they got to the finals, and nothing. And then it became a jobber tag team, and really didn't do anything, so what do you do with them? Let's change their names to Jagger Reed and Kip Fowler. Who? And then, they changed, they didn't really change their look, they just changed, the bald-headed one. I think that's Fowler, I think. Made him look like Marilyn Manson, with that weird eye color. That one eye's regular color, one eye's like white. I'm like, dude, you look like Marilyn Manson, but bald. And they get with Joe Gacy, and now Ava Raine, and they get a new name, the Dyad, which they went nowhere. The whole schism went nowhere. It was good, but now it's like, well, what are you gonna do now? You got Joe Gacy and Ava Raine in schism, unless they get 2 new people. Who do you get? I don't know. What a waste of a tag team. There should have been tag team champions multiple times. It feels like Enzo and Cass all over again. But at least Enzo and Cass went to our main roster and were decent, but every time they got a title shot, they lost. And then Enzo got hurt with that sick neck injury. And then where he beat Cass by himself, where he didn't do much. I mean, the only thing he did was in the inaugural Universal title match where Kevin Owens won that for the first time. Well, his only time, because he only held it once. And beat Cass, all he did was lose. I think he lost to Roman. I forgot who he lost to in that little tournament. And then after that, Enzo wins the Cruiserweight title, held it for a while, and he was like a big cocky schmuck. Then he got released. Big Cass got released. He goes to Imp. I think he went to Imp. Oh, he went to WrestleBro for a little bit. Then he had I think he had a heart attack or something, like some weird medical emergency and almost killed himself. Remember that? Most of you do. Enzo changed his name from Enzo Amore, Enzo, E-N-Z-O, to Enzio. And then he did an appearance here in New York. I didn't give two shits about him coming here. I was like, fuck, Enzo's here. Who cares? And then Big Cass went to Impact and changed his name to W. Morrissey, and really didn't do much there in Impact. Now he's in AEW as I don't even know. I think is a Big W now, or William. I think he's back to. I don't know. I think it's not Big Cass. I think it's not William Morrissey. I think it's just Big W, or I don't know what it's called in AEW. But really doing nothing there either. He's part of the Firm, which is a garbage fucking faction. He's doing nothing there. Enzo went to MOW and proceeded to get fired, or very fired / released there because he had an altercation with the owner about something. I forget what it was. So he gone. So I hope Enzo doesn't even sniff a wrestling ring again. I care less for Enzo and Big Cass anymore. Don't care. I don't care if they do the indie shows. Just don't. I really don't care if you come to New York. I just don't care. I don't care. I mean, you can say, my name is Enzo Amore, and I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. You know, yo, but you can't wrestle in the indies. You can't stay in one goddamn promotion for like at most 2-3 years. He just has a big freaking ego. It is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, fuck Enzo and fuck Big Cass. That's all I gotta say about that. And really fuck Hunter and Sean for fucking up the Grizzly Young Veterans. I hope they go to. I would really think they should go to Impact. Go in that tag team division, and I don't know if they're gonna stay. They can't use the name the Grizzly Young Veterans, so I would think they're gonna go back to their original names, their real names, which I think is Gibson and Drake. Unless Tony picks them up, but what do you do with them? I think Tony could probably mold them, but at most the only thing, or you could put them in Ring of Honor. Go in that tag team division, which will be a good idea. You know, let them wrestle like the Lucha Brothers or the Kingdom, or just any tag team. Like maybe the Gates. Well, they'll probably get killed by the Gates of Agony, or maybe they'll beat the Infantry. Maybe they'll beat the jobber teams like the Infantry. Maybe they probably lose to Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal. Maybe Aussie Open they'll get killed by, you know. I don't think they'll try to make a name for themselves, but still probably nothing. So maybe they'll just go back to Europe, or back to England and just stay there, do nothing. I don't know. We'll probably see them again, but I don't know where. But yeah, so Gibson and Drake, the Grizzled Young Veterans, are now released from the WWE. Oh well, what might have been with those guys. What might have been. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, anyway, I'm getting out of here. Thanks for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Well, sorry, Peter Joseph signing off. I'm tired. It's late. I'm tired. So, thanks for watching. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookout. And if you're not down with that, just too goddamn bad, because me, Roman, and the entire Prophecy and the Armada, we all got 3 words for you. And the Bloodline too. We all got 3 words for you. Well, we got 2 words for you. First, acknowledge us. And if you can't acknowledge us, then we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. See you guys tomorrow. And until next time, peace. Ha ha.